So are you always stressed about everything that happens in your life and that might happen in your life? And you're so immersed in your day-to-day life that every single thing that happens seems immense to you, seems like a huge problem, bro. Is that the case? If that is the case, then I know exactly how you feel like. And let me tell you something, I used to be exactly like that until I discovered the actor secret. I don't want to waste your time. The actor secret is very simply about seeing your life as if you were playing a theater play and detaching from yourself, playing your role with presence. But wait, before you click off, why not giving it a try, bro? Do you know how this technique actually works? Why and how to implement it? Because at the end of the day, the worst case scenario if you watch this video is that you will waste 10 minutes of your time. The best one is that you will actually be able to get rid of anxiety. Sounds fair enough? So just keep watching. And now you probably don't know who I am. My name is Andrea Poneri, and my mission is to become the best and freest version of myself and to help you out on that same way. So if that sounds like something that can interest you, make sure to subscribe. And by the way, I will put a summary of this video with all the implementable steps and all the key mindsets in the description down below. So if you want to implement when you finish watching this video, just go down there to have everything you need. So you have to know that I used to be very anxious. I used to stress out about everything, about every little thing that might go wrong, every little thing in my life that I could not do 100% control, that I could control but could go wrong and could have things that might happen. I was always anxious, bro. Stressed out and thinking about everything as if it was huge, bro. Huge. But the thing is that I wanted to be at peace with myself. I wanted to get rid of anxiety and actually become innerly at peace and free from those bullshit things that I knew at the end of the day were not that important anyways. But they seemed very important, and so I stressed over them. At the same time, I tried out telling myself to just stop being anxious and also doing those breathing techniques and meditating and all those things. They kind of work, but not for a long period of time. You know, when you're meditating, it works. When you're doing the breathing, it works. But then, if you don't change your mindset, you will go back to being anxious. And so, on my self improvement journey, I read a lot, I watched many YouTube videos and podcasts and all those things. And I discovered a key way of seeing this world that changed everything for me, literally, that got me rid of anxiety like that. And it was that, very simply, I was not this body. I was not even this mind, so these thoughts that I'm having right now, I am not that thing. And I'm not even the feelings and emotions that I feel in this moment. I am none of that. I am the observer who sees those things, who observes those things and experiences them. So now I know that this may sound crazy and something very unconventional, something that you may have never heard about. Or maybe you have heard about it and you think that it's bullshit. Just a few seconds ago, I told you that you are not your body, you're not your mind, you're not your feelings and emotions. You're the observer, right? But why is actually that? And how can we actually know that? So if you look outside, you may see a tree, you may see a bird, you may see a car, you may see a building, another person. Have you ever asked yourself how you're able to tell that you are not that bird, that person, that car, that building, that tree? How are you able to say that you are not those things? Have you ever asked yourself that thing? And that is very simply because that person might die, or that bird might fly away, or that tree might be cut, but you are still the same person. You can observe it in third person and it doesn't affect you, right? You are still the same, even if those things change, right? So the same thing actually goes with your body. Your body is changing the whole time. You're not the same person as you were yesterday. Some cells have changed, some other things. Maybe you have a pickle right now, maybe you cut yourself somewhere. You're not the same body. The body has changed. But inside, you're still the same, right? If I cut your leg, you will no more be able to run. But inside, you will still be the same person, right? The same thing goes with your feelings. They change all the time, they flow Before you felt angry, afterwards you will feel happy, then you feel bored, then you feel tired, then something hurts, you know, all those feelings and emotions, they change, they flow, but inside, you're still the same. The one who experienced those things is still the same. The same thing can actually be said with your thoughts, bro. Your thoughts change all the time. You may think about one project, then you think about the fact that you want to eat, then you think about breakfast, then you think about these things that I'm talking about in this video. Your thoughts change all the time. They're never the same. But the ones who experience those thoughts, you who actually observes those thoughts, always stays the same, right? That's the magical thing about it. And now you may be asking yourself, yeah, okay, but why does that actually matter? How does this change things? And here is where the interesting part actually comes into play. And understanding that I was not my body, I was not even my thoughts and feelings and emotions. I was detached, I was the inner observer who is not attached to those things until we actually think that we are our thoughts, until we think that we are our body, we are our emotions and feelings. Then we start to actually be attached to it. But knowing that I am not those things made me realize that I could play this game called life like a theater play, like an actor does. Because an actor, imagine Superman, you know, the actor of Superman. When he's playing his role, he has to show his emotions and all those things, but he's still detached. You know, if the monster in the film destroys the whole city and does his things, but inside, the actor of Superman will not be anxious. Imagine the actor of Superman becoming anxious because someone died in the film, bro. It would be hilarious, right? The same thing actually goes in our own life, even though it may sound strange. Because we think that we are this body, we are this mind, we are these feelings and emotions, even though we are actually the observer inside. As we have said, because we can be detached from those things. If those things change, which they do all the time, we still stay the same inside. That is the reason why we are not those things. And that is the reason why you can play this game called life like a theater play, like an actor does with his role, with detachment. That is the key to kill your anxiety. Or at least that is what got me rid of anxiety. And that was actually the reason why I'm sharing this video, because I wanted you to have that same thing, because I think it's amazing. But keep in mind that if you don't try it out, it will simply not work. So make yourself a favor and try it out. And that gave me at least a level of inner peace that I cannot describe in words, bro. I cannot describe in words. Imagine feeling that nothing can really touch you. Imagine how amazing that is. Anyways, I hope that this video actually helped you on the way towards becoming the best and freest version of yourself. If it actually did, then make sure to subscribe, because otherwise you will miss on my future videos. Very simply. And now remember the most important thing. We both could literally die today. So why not living like it? Why not being who you want to be, doing what you really want to do? And most importantly, feeling every single moment to 100%, bro. Why not? Coconut. I wish you all the best and see you in the next video.